Good morning, guys. This is going to be my first YouTube overview of equipment I'm using and how it's working for me. We've got a few different options here we're going to use. We have a 300 PRC, 6mm Creedmoor, both built by Steve Criner, the Dog Soldier at Legend Precision. And also you can find them at, there's bugs, at boltrifle.com. One optic on my 6 Creed is an Athlon Aries ETR. And the optic on my 300 PRC is Steve's own brand of scope, the Legend Precision scopes. We're going to shoot them for you. It's going to be a long video. I'm not good at this whole editing thing, so bear with me, but it'll be a long video. But I'll put a basic overview of everything that's on each rifle, and we'll shoot them from 200 all the way out to 1,000, and we'll see how they group. Both rifles have been broken in as per specs for each barrel maker, and let you know how they work, and you'll be able to see yourself. First off, on this is a 6mm Creedmoor. It's fitted with a Douglas Premium XX barrel, 22 inches. It's got the Dead Air Sandman S suppressor with the adapter. It's got a Grabo Phoenix stock. It's got a TriggerTech diamond trigger. Zermatt Arms Origin Action stamped with Dog Soldier Armories on it. It's an Aries ETR 4.5 through 30 by 56 in MOA, and just Vortex scope mounts or scope covers on it. This has been my favorite scope for predator hunting so far. The low power, if close range, I can bring down to 4.5 power. Very rarely do I even go over 16, but shooting off the bench or target shooting, it's nice to have that 30 power, even to check shots. The clicks on this are very audible. It's got 0 stop on the elevation turret. The windage turret has locking turrets, so those are nice. Illuminated reticle, the full reticle is illuminated. The reticle in this is very fine and nice for an MOA first focal plane scope. I love it. It's got a center dot instead of a crosshair, and it's a 1/8 MOA, so very small. You can see target hits very easily with this and shoot at very small targets and get a good 0 on it. The next rifle we'll cover is the 300 PRC, also built by Steve. This one here is a carbon 6 CF barrel at 24 inches. Also got the adapter for the Dead Air Sandman on it. It's a Grabo Phoenix 2 stock. This is the new version out last year, I believe. It's got a Timney Calvin Elite trigger. The Zermatt TL3 Action, also stamped with Steve's logo. It's got the Legend Precision scope. It's a mil dot, which I'm not a fan of, but he does shoot an MOA, or he does have MOA versions, so that's good for you guys who don't shoot mil. Does not 0 stop, but very smooth, very audible clicks on both turrets. Both turrets are locking. Illuminated reticle, but the reticle on this one is just the center dot that's illuminated, none of the rest of the reticle. Oversized knobs for your parallax and also for your turrets. Steve does offer the throw lever for your magnification adjustments. Out the box, this scope is very, very stiff, other than the turrets. The parallax is very stiff. The illumination is very, very stiff. And then this, you need the throw lever to start or just work it until it loosens up, but it is still very, very stiff, rugged, put together scope. It's been great. We've shot this one out to 1500 and it's been amazing. With the bigger caliber, with the, I would suggest putting this the muzzle brake on, maybe not the suppressor, not a lot of recoil taken off with this gun, specifically being so light with the carbon fiber barrel. but it's been great. This one is a 1 in 9 twist. So I'm shooting the 212 grain ELDXs out of it. The previous gun you saw was with the Douglas barrel. It's a 1 in 8, and I'm shooting the 87 grain VMAXs out of that because it's strictly just a coyote gun. And with factory ammo, these guns I'm shooting half minute or less MOA, depending on the day and how I'm shooting. The guns will do everything you want them to do as long as you do your part. So, I mean, that's the basic overview. I'll let you see how they function. We'll dial all the way out, all the way back in, show you tracking on each scope, and see how you like it. This is going to be with the 6mm Creedmoor with the Zermatt Origin Action at 200 yards. So that group right there, as far as I can zoom in on this, is we'll go down and check the group size on video just to prove it. But right there, you're looking at maybe a 3/4 inch group at most, probably closer to 1/2 inch, and this is at 200 yards. We'll move on. We're going to skip the 300. We're going to go straight to the 400. Actually, let's just go to the 600. It's 595 yards to the square right there. And each dot on these is proportion to a 1/2 minute. So at 600, that's a 3-inch circle on it. I know you can't see it on film. And then when we hit to the 800, that is a 4-inch. And then at 1,000, I did make it a 10-inch, a full MOA. So like I said, 600 or 595 yards, close enough to 600 for us. I'm not holding any wind. It's very, very calm here today. So we'll see what we do. Just a touch right on that one. I wish you could see it on the video. So there's a little wind out there. That's 2 in a row, stacked on each other about 1 inch apart. Yeah, the mirage is left to right in my scope, so there is a slight breeze out there. Yep. Alright, so that's about a 1/2 minute group. It's about 3 inches just to the right of my dot. Like I said, we'll drive down there and take a look at it for y'all. They're kind of staggered. I think it's either me or the wind, but they're just slightly from right to left, about a half inch apart each shot. Total about roughly 3 inches wide. It's pretty close. All right, we'll go out to 1,000 now. 958 yards to be exact is what. So you see the buffalo, there's a white steel gong next to it. The outer edge I painted, it's a 24 wide by 14 tall. But what I did is I painted all around and just made a 10 by 10 inch square in the middle, so we can verify that we hit inside our minute of angle. See, at 600 yards, we're shooting roughly a minute to the right for the wind. So we'll hold about 2 minutes left at 1,000 here. We'll see what that does. Yeah, okay. Let's see what that is. And with this 6 Creed and the 87 grain VMAX, I'm pushing 3180 for a muzzle velocity. The BC a 0.4 with a G1, and it is zeroed at 200 yards. This should hold. It should take 22 minutes of elevation adjustment here, and I'm holding 2 minutes left. We'll see what we got. It might not be quite enough. Nope, not enough. Just off the right edge. So we'll hold 1 more minute. We'll hold 3 minutes. Let's see what that does. Alright, that's a hit. Top right corner of the 10-inch white spot, so I could probably come a little bit more to the left, but I want to group this. That's number 2. Hit number 2. It's stacked right on the other one. Alright, let's see if we can go 3 for 3, and then we'll go take a look at the targets. And that's 3. Alright, we'll go take a look at these targets, let the barrel cool down a little bit. And folks, like I said, I do not have editing software. This is a Poi Boy version of what's going on. So we're gonna go for a ride. I do like this way, honestly, because there's so many people out there that edit their footage and make it look like they did something that they didn't actually do. So this way of doing it hopefully shows that these guns perform as good as Steve and all of us that shoot them actually do. you could shoot downrange 100 times and find the best group you shot all day, and then edit your footage to show that, oh, that's the group I shot right out of the, you know, cold bore right out of the gate. It's like, no, that's not how this works. It's kind of like going to the gym. Oh, I did 15 sets and I pushed this much weight, but then, you know, you do it with your buddies and you didn't actually do it. Well, I mean, you're only cheating yourself. You're not, I mean, you can lie all you want or edit all you want or do everything you want and say what you want. The fact is, you're only cheating yourself. Our handy dandy tape measure here. Sorry, I'm doing this all by hand. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3. So we'll go center to center. Center to center, we're looking at an inch and a quarter group. If we go outside edge to outside edge, you're looking at an 1.5 inches. Like I said, it's roughly a 1.5 inch circle. I kind of messed up on that one, but so this is a 200 yards, 200 meters actually, but we call it 200 yards. 200, I believe it's 218 yards. So you've got just over a half minute on this one. Outside edge, 1.5 inches. Shoot on out here to yards. This range is kind of odd. They do black powder shoots here, or black powder cartridge shoots. So 100 out to 500 is actually in meters. So always remember that if you go to your range, find out, make sure it's in yards and not meters, or meters and not yards, because it will mess your dope charts up when you first start and you don't know that. You'll be zeroed for 218 instead of 200, and then nothing will match up. You'll be thinking you're shooting at 500, you're actually shooting at 545. It's just, it'll mess you up big time. Not a bad group for 600. Oh, we forgot our tape measure. You gotta be able to prove it. It's the internet these days. So we'll go center to center. Center to center, you're looking at 3.5 inch group. That's a 3-inch circle. So a 3.5 inch group wide. If you want to go outside edge to outside edge, which would be right there, you're looking at right at 4 inches. And once again, this is at 600 yards. All right, one more. We skipped the 3, 4, and 500, and we skipped the 700 and the 800. As long as this video is, since I can't edit anything yet, we'll make a part 2 for the 300 PRC. We'll film it today, but it'll be in two different videos. Shooting that little square right there. Hold up. We did it again. Not that I'm promoting anybody or tooting anybody's horn, but if I could do the stuff that like Woody Who and all those guys do, man, I would love life. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, so I just want to show y'all. So I did mark all this out. So it's 10 inches tall, 10 inches wide. Okay, so this was hit number 1, hit number 2, hit number 3. All right, so we'll go inside, or middle. Middle, we're looking at 7 inches, maybe just under 7 inches from there to there. You're looking at about 3.5 inches to there and 5.5 inches across here. So all together, we'll call that a, it's a 7-inch group inside, or middle. Outside is like 7 1/4. So not quite half minute, a little over, but nonetheless still good shots. And that's with an 87 grain VMAX. The wind on this range is odd. It might be dead all the way to back to the shooting house, but right here you got this little ravine that goes out to these fields. This wind comes around these hills and comes up this little ravine and then goes across. So no matter what, you'll have a left to right wind right here, even though you might have right to left the whole rest of the range. So, well, like I said, that's the 6mm Creedmoor built by Steve Criner at Dog Soldier Armory and Legend Precision. We'll head back down to the gun house and get set up, and we'll do the same thing with the 300 PRC. See y'all then.